meant for an adult audience.
LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
2, 1, go!
Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician. He likes to start the show with a nice yawn.
Just that dead voice.
That's how I know it's the mics are hot and it's time to rock and roll. When Drew lets that huge yawn go about 10 seconds into the show. Brett Scallions and Kevin Miller are both here from Fuel. Fuel. This is Drew's theme song, by the way.
It's what triggers in my head every time I hear your voice.
Fuel was in here a year ago. I guessed 8 months. I'm always light, or at least always off, and it's been almost a year to the day. It's just been about a week away from a year, and it's good to see you guys again. Good to have you back.
It's good to be back. We missed you.
Thank you. And Drew, in the 5 years I've been doing this show, have I ever said good to have you back?
No.
Once in a while I say something that sounds like radio, and then I realize, what are you doing?
This is the first time.
Yeah. I've thought it, but I've never actually said it.
Starting history right here.
Yeah. The Fuel is going to be at in Anaheim. Where in Anaheim, by the way?
We're doing the House of Blues there Wednesday. So.
And
I saw you guys, the House of Blues, a big sign for you guys at the...
Yeah, we just did 2 sold-out shows there. And
yeah.
The Anaheim show is already sold out, so pretty excited.
You did the sold-out. Where'd you see the sign?
On Sunset.
Yeah, you did it at the Sunset House of Blues, and now Anaheim. And then I got a whole bunch of other Fuel tour dates for you guys to find before the night is through. What have you guys been doing since we saw you? Just nonstop touring?
Yeah, more or less. You know, the whole year we've been basically supporting others for a while. You know, we went out with Aerosmith all summer, which was an amazing way to spend the summer. You know, great time with those guys. And earlier in the year, we were out with Kid Rock and stuff like that. So now we're just going to finish out the year doing our own headline tour and finish out the cycle of this record on the touring aspect. And then next year we'll start making another record. So
how was Aerosmith?
Awesome.
It's exactly how you expect it, man. Those guys are such amazing guys. You know, they've been down every road imaginable when it comes to the musician's life. You know, and you know, there's so much history in that band. You know, and they've just it's amazing to be able to hang out with those guys and just get a little bit of the trial and tribulation, I guess you could say,
in the dictionary
through. You know,
rock star.
Do they? Yes, he did.
Just had Steven's picture. You know
yeah,
what
I know. God, that guy.
He's like the perfect, like he's the ultimate rock star, man.
Yeah, the epitome, you know.
I know, he screams like it, he looks like it, and what is he? He's got to be was he in his 50s?
53.
53.
Yep.
And he's got some hard miles on him, too. I mean, but he looks good. What's he doing?
They all
They
look great,
looked
man.
bad when he was 20.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? I'd agree with you.
He looks the same. That's right.
Better now.
Now that he's off the booze and drugs, you know. So.
It's absolutely amazing. And hey, do they play Rats in the Cellar and Toys in the Attic?
They do toys.
They do toys? Oh, that's good. I always miss that song.
Yeah, this summer when we toured with them, we were doing all sheds, outdoor amphitheaters and stuff, and they had 2 different stages. And they had the main stage, and then they had a smaller stage up on the grassy knoll, I guess if that's what you want to call it, you know. And but they would go up there and do songs like Dream On and Toys in the Attic, and they did one other song I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but you know, it was a really cool thing because it would kind of take it up there and small little stage, kind of back to the roots of what they where they started, you know. So it was really cool.
You know, one of my greatest strengths as an interviewer is talking to bands about other bands for long periods of time. Fuel will be down at the House of Blues Wednesday talking about Aerosmith if you want to go.
Yeah, if you want to continue this conversation, come on
It'll
down.
be in an open forum.
Aerosmith songs.
They're going to cover a couple Aerosmith songs, then it's going to be Q&A, Steven Tyler and the boys.
Well, you know, but that's that's quite all right though, because Aerosmith is such an intriguing band for people, you know, because they've been down the road for so long, and so people get excited about a band like that. So, and then we were really excited to be able to share a stage with them and get to know them as human beings. So it was really cool.
Well, hopefully, and I know this sounds trite, but 15 years from now, we'll talk to some upcoming band. I won't be here. Drew will still be here.
Yawning.
And we'll be talking to them about
like
touring
you
with
said.
Fuel and what an honor it was.
We can only hope.
Then it's payback time
can only
because
hope.
I'll do 10 minutes on Fuel.
There we go.
And then everybody go, who the hell's Fuel?
Oh, no, you guys will be legendary.
That would be nice. Though.
By the way, who the hell is Fuel? Double platinum. Something Like Human is gone, which is quite amazing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a long and windy road.
Well, we wish you success, but you still have to stay another hour and 54 minutes. You can't
Talk
leave.
about sex.
Hey,
You're getting
Yeah,
a flu
that's right.
shot tonight.
Oh, Drew. Yeah, Drew brought this up.
No,
Drew brought the flu shot for
we're
me.
gonna do this live.
Sure.
I
Let
thought
me
might
do
as
it.
well do it
wanna
on
see
I was
Yeah.
wondering. I was wondering what that was about there.
Drew, you've never given me a flu shot before, though,
Now,
have you?
now it is your civic duty.
Why?
So we don't have to worry about the flu this year. We can concentrate on anthrax and smallpox.
Right.
There you go.
Why do you have 2 syringes?
One's for Ann, but she's sick, so I'll get it to her later.
It's
I was getting
ironic.
nervous there. I was like, I hate needles, and he's gonna shoot me up.
Isn't it ironic that Ann is sick the night you want to give her the flu shot?
Yeah.
And why
Can't give it to her then, right?
Why is it our civic duty to do this? I mean, because do they present the same way? I mean, is it confusing?
Yeah, that and this is something that we don't have to worry about this year.
And
we got other things to worry about.
Isn't it normal for like if when you get a flu shot that you get sick afterward because you're basically shooting someone up with
You're
the
not.
virus,
You're
right?
shooting with pieces of the virus, proteins, and so you can't get sick from it. It activates your immune system, so you can feel kind of headachy and weak. But that's it.
But that's not sick. Just headache and weak. That's
No,
normal.
You won't.
I mean, we
feel like
normally
crap,
feel
but
that
hey.
because we're always
Right.
hungover. We're musicians, so if somebody says I'm headachy and sick, I go, oh, you were drinking.
No, most people won't notice even anything.
All right. Hey, Drew, I heard that they don't want everybody getting this flu shot because there's going to be a shortage of it for those who really need it, elderly and people
many
with
years
weak,
that-
weak
Well,
hearts
that's
and
why you're
things.
getting it. I'm
That is
sure.
the
it
case,
is.
man.
Oh, because I'm old.
He's giving it to
Did
you.
Steven Tyler get his?
I'm sure.
As a matter of fact, they had a physician come in once a week, and they got like B shots and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Drew Drew laughs at that stuff. He doesn't.
What's up with the B shot thing? Can I ask? Does that do squat?
Nothing.
It's a.
It doesn't do anything.
Peace
But
of mind.
what if it makes you think you
There you
feel
go.
good?
Then that's
That's
it.
fine.
'Cause that's 3/4 of the battle, isn't it?
Right. All right, Drew, give me that shot later on. I'm not
Give
emotionally
it to
up
him
to it.
now.
Do it
Give
on
it
the
to him
air.
now. I want to hear
Hear
it.
him scream like a little girl.
Alan,
Yes,
you're 24.
yes.
What's up?
For the past 2 months, I've had some erectile difficulties. My penis has been very irritated. It's been painful, actually.
Are you on any medication?
I was on Paxil, but I got off of that because of low sex drive.
How long have you been off it?
About a month and a half.
Has the symptoms improved?
No, they've gotten worse, actually.
He said his penis was irritated.
Yes.
Like kind of
It-
hurts
it,
on the
like,
inside?
Yeah, like irritated. It's very sensitive to the touch.
Huh.
Sores and stuff like
It
that.
gets red.
Any discharge?
No, not really.
New partner?
Yeah, but I've had trouble having sex because of it. I've tried, and I've tried bravely, and she's been very patient. with it.
Do you have possibly a latex reaction? Do you wear condoms?
Yes,
Ooh, good one.
Wow.
I like that.
but
You-
it didn't start when I was wearing condoms, though. It started before I even had sex.
Well,
Do you have any latex on your hand? Never mind.
You
No, I don't wear rubber hospital gloves.
I'm
or-
concerned it's somehow related to the Paxil. I don't know why you'd still be having it off the Paxil, but boy, I mean, you ought to get back and get looked at and checked out because we're sort of not coming up with empty here.
yeah.
Everyone else has too. I mean, I went to I've been to urologist a couple of times. He hasn't really. He's looked at. He's checked me out, but he hasn't.
Is whatever was
This
making
is.
you?
Hold on a second. By the way, I was just thinking he's with a new partner,
Yeah.
and not being able to get it up for the first 3 or 4 times you try with a new partner is like showing up drunk for your first day at work.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
it's like it's the worst impression. I mean, ironically, you can do this a few months into the relationship, but the very beginning point.
Probably not a good start.
No, it's a bad start. And you know, the worst part is when the girls talk and they're like, how is he? How's he? Oh. And then there's that weird silence and everyone bows their head. So what do you want him to do, Drew?
Well, whatever you went on the Paxil for in the first place may be rearing its head here. You know what I'm saying? That's another possibility.
Alan?
Who put you on the Paxil and why?
Anxiety attacks usually, or just general anxiety.
Are you having similar symptoms now?
No, not really. I think I've gotten over that mentally, or I've worked that out on my own.
But you said this situation started before the new partner, right?
Yes.
Do you have obsessive compulsive disorder? Do you think about things a lot and obsess about stuff?
Not really. It's not
Right.
obsessive.
Well, you've seen urologists. If there was something that was obvious, he would find it, okay?
Yeah.
And if he comes up completely negative organically, you've got to start going down the emotional path.
Speaking of going down, you do that on her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll keep her quiet for a while.
By any means, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
What could this be? What could it be though? Like a form of herpes or something?
No, I don't think it's going to be anything biological or organic because he's seen a urologist a couple of times, and these things are not hard to nail down.
Yeah.
And he's had anxiety disorders. He's been on Paxil. Maybe it's something neurologic from the Paxil, or maybe it's whatever psychiatric problem is coming down.
And listen, once you start questioning your penis, it's tough.
Yeah.
You're screwed. It's like when you're batting and you strike out a few times, so you get up there and you start trying to change a bunch of things, and you're thinking too much, and that's it. Now you're screwed.
Question it like a cop. Sit in a dark room, put a light on it, go, yo, what's up?
That's right. That's right. And
Give it up. Talk to me.
Sweat your penis.
You do what I do. You do good cop, bad cop with the balls. You take the balls in the other room, and my partner comes there and
So
he goes,
they can't talk.
Look, we
because
don't-
they all stick together.
right, and he plays the nice cop with the balls.
Right.
Hey, cup of coffee, cigarette. Yeah, you seem like a good set
set
of
of
balls. Yeah, you don't have to go down with that penis. I take in the other room.
Yeah.
He's going down. He's doing some real hard time, but I get the feeling he just sort of dragged you
And they're
along.
Just drag you along.
They're just smacking the shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Watch the S word there, please.
Okay.
Anderson's going. Nicole?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up? You're 27. You're on with Fuel.
Hi, Fuel.
Hi.
I do a lot of Kegel exercises,
Mm-hmm.
and I was wondering if that could have an adverse effect, like with your bladder or with your cervix, because my bladder is sometimes weak.
Your bladder or your what?
My cervix?
Your physics?
Cervix.
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 What about your? How do you?
How does that
What-
connected?
What do you mean your
because-
cervix?
Well, I'll tell you, because my bladder is sometimes weak, and my cervix, I've noticed over the last couple of months, is always really pushed really far down, almost right at the opening, which I didn't know that it moved that far. But
Have you had children?
no, I haven't.
Why are you doing the Kegel exercises?
To keep my boyfriend happy.
Why? What do you do? You get his penis in a half Nelson every
Well,
time
yeah,
it
you
goes
know,
inside
sometimes
you? Or?
you get the clamp down. It's a good thing.
Well,
Yeah?
yeah, that way you get to massage him while you're having sex.
So you get on top of him, and then you do those contractions?
No,
and-
I think
Well,
she's saying she does them on her own.
It's like working out, so that you're
yeah,
stronger.
but you're massaging him when you're having sex.
Right.
I mean, do you get on top of him and do that?
It doesn't matter what position we're in.
You can do it on your back?
Sure.
What a keeper. What about doggy or wheelbarrow?
Well,
a minute.
when it's doggy, I don't really need to because it goes in so far with that position that there doesn't
Right.
seem to need the extra stimulus. But
Right.
especially when you're going slow, if you massage, it seems to feel better for both of us.
All right,
Doc, you're confused.
you do
For
the
both of us.
contractions. All right, so so how long have you been doing the Kegel exercises?
I started doing them when I was like 16, but I've been doing them in earnest since I started going out this
And what was the
Saturday.
bladder problem?
Like my bladder is like kind of weak, if I feel like I have to go and urinate, if I don't do it right away, then I start to spot a little bit.
Well, maybe you have a urine infection.
I've gone to my doctor, I've gone to my GYN,
Uh-huh.
and they took all the tests and everything, and they said it's all right.
Did they also say your cervix was at the?
Yeah, and he said that it's good for a cervix to be so mobile that it's supposed to move around so much.
Okay.
Sure.
all right.
You want a cervix like a good college quarterback when you're running the option,
Gotta
you're running
cover the points there.
Stay in the pocket but move around.
Yeah, you want a good fluty type cervix.
Yeah.
Jump over the line.
Right.
It's
to
a
the
little
jump
too
pump.
mobile for my comfort. It's a little
Yeah.
too.
Hey,
Well, I don't think
Nicole,
that's
though, I'm very interested in this. Starting the Kegel at 16, and like she's You're like the only chick you know doesn't have to pull the tampon out, right? You
Spit
checked
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's like a shell casing coming out of a gun,
Actually,
out of a shotgun.
It's like a ball player with tobacco.
You know what? It's actually the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
It's hard to get it out. Because
Interesting.
it's always
Jesus.
so tight.
Hey, since you got a quarter, you want a scrimmage match?
It doesn't have anything to do with the cervical issue. Has nothing to do with the Kegels.
Okay.
The bladder, if anything, should be better with the Kegels. So you're actually, I mean, you need to have that looked at again to see. At your age, you shouldn't be having leaking.
How about cranberry?
I drink a lot of cranberry juice,
Yeah, but
so I never have infections. or
And
anything.
do you bicycle a lot, or you spinning or anything like that?
No, not
So,
really.
give me the Kegel routine.
50 to 100 contractions 3 to 4 times a week.
And do you do that? Can you do it like when you're at work and
Sure.
that
yeah.
kind of thing?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like anyone can tell you're doing it.
How long do you hold them for?
I do them rapidly in succession about 50 times, and then for the second 50 times, I hold them for 3 to 4 seconds, and then the last one I hold for as long as I can.
And
I would have been done ready for a sandwich after the first 50, I'll tell you.
starting at 16.
Yeah, I read about it in a book, and it just seemed like a nice
It's
skill
an
to have.
abnormal energy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
All right.
Woman's body is too complicated. Thank God I'm a man.
Oh, I know. I'd be ruined.
God forbid.
I'd be using the same tampon I had in high school. I really would. I'd have like the same napkin, the same tampon. I'd be a complete mess.
You'd be dead.
And
because
just
you'd
staring at
get
yourself
that,
in the mirror, right?
Yeah, there'd be cats following me around
you'd
because of the smell.
You'd have some severe toxic shock, pal. You'd be out of here.
It'd be like a family of possum would be living in my vagina. And God knows what I'd do if I needed money. I'd be a mess.
You'd have to sell the possums.
I'd be like, you want to touch the possum?
It's got 2 pockets.
16 with the Kegels. Yeah. All right. Antonio?
Little energy going on there.
Yo, what up?
Right.
Yo.
Hey.
You're 16.
Yeah, before I get to my question, I want to kiss a little ass a little bit.
All
I
right.
just want to say that, Adam, you were funny as hell at the roast for Half Sunday night.
Oh, thanks.
And Fuel, I saw you guys at the HF Festival. You guys kick ass off. You guys kick ass live.
Thanks,
Oh,
bro.
great, thanks.
And Drew, you're just awesome all around.
Thanks, Antonio.
All right, no problem. Yeah, damn straight. Okay, so this past Saturday, I had sex with my girlfriend. It was like first time, and she was on her period. And I used the condom, but I want to make sure, like, I'm clear for everything, and I don't have anything to worry about now.
Say that again. You used a condom?
Right.
But she
was on her period.
Right.
And I just want to make sure I'm
Well,
clear. And I don't
first of all, it's probably not the safest time to engage in any sexual activities. But
Well, it's more of an issue for her.
Right.
oh, really?
Yeah, because that's how when there's sort of an open conduit to the upper regions of the genital tract, they can get tubal infections.
But what about him in the blood?
It's debated whether or not it's a substantial increase in risk of any of the bloodborne sexually transmitted
I'm glad I'm
diseases.
here.
Yeah.
But-
well, if she has, you're not sleeping with 15-year-old high school chicks. You're sleeping with a lot of seasoned road veterans. you
They've
know.
been there.
But they all bleed, man.
I know, but I'm saying there's a higher. You got to have something in your blood, though. These chicks don't have anything.
Right.
You got hepatitis and
We like
AIDS.
to
and-
think.
Well, then I'm
we
going
would like
back.
to hope so.
I'm
at
going
least.
back
Right.
then. I'm going back to the younger ones.
And you wore a condom, Antonio, so you're in pretty good shape here.
It's a smart thing.
Now, listen, I tell you, there's a on the homepage of drdrew.com. There's a really good article about this business of being tested for everything. It's sort of a ridiculous idea, and it discusses the different combination of things you might want to be tested for depending on what your symptoms are.
Okay.
Are you feeling anything to make you?
Oh no, I'm straight. I just wanted, I just wanted to get that all checked out.
All right.
And as far as
Go read that article. Honestly, it's a
Okay.
good one.
And as far as that goes, actually, I tried to go to your site a couple of times and had trouble finding it. Actually, it's
The
just
site?
drdrew.com.
It's
right?
no space. DRDREW.
That's fine.
No spaces.com.
All right, good times. Let's hear a song from Fuel.
All right.
You queued up there, Anderson? Yep. All right. This one. Yes, he did.
That's us. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, it was really hard to give that song up. to
Wow,
those
what
guys.
was your inspiration? This one is called Last Time.
Stumbled out from your bed.
Miller. Yep, that's Fuel. That's our guest tonight. Brett and Kevin are both here from the band, Something Like Humans, the name of the CD. We're going to take ourselves a little break, and we'll be back with more Fuel, more you, more us after this.
Hello? Is this LoveLine?
Call 1-800-LOVE-191. Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back.
Hey, this is John.
Hey, this is Tony.
This is Max. We're from E6. You're listening to LoveLine with Adam Troll and Dr. Drew. Yeah.
Hey, folks, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191.
Let's get this vaccine over with. Anne's decided she wants one too.
Brett and Kevin are both here from Fuel.
We're going to watch you get stuck.
Where's producer Ann?
Oh, you want to bring her in here and do it too?
No, I thought she wasn't here.
Is this a butt or an arm shot?
Oh,
It's an
okay.
arm shot.
Okay.
Just roll through it.
That's good, because
You got to bring her in or make her do it too.
I don't know
Whatever.
if we need a room full of ass.
It would be.
Oh, in Adam's case, this needle's not long enough to get through the hair.
How dare you,
It
Drew?
isn't. Adam, be serious.
All right, I got a lot of hair, but shouldn't there be some sort of affirmative action for guys who have hair on their ass?
Yeah, shave
Yes.
And Drew, you're not going to butcher me like you did when you tried to pop that thing on my...
Roll this up.
All right,
Hey,
folks.
and don't you suave it down first? All right, go ahead.
Drum roll,
Hold
please.
on a second.
How? Look at Tara, don't come to Tara.
How high do you need my sleeve? Oh, here?
Yeah.
Well, you need me to take my shirt off.
All right.
Oh, all right. What?
Very-
Hold on a second.
It's going to have some sore triceps tomorrow, huh?
Can't you
No,
just
it'd be
do it
fine.
through the shirt?
No. Although I had some diabetics
You
that
want
would
them
do
to
that.
dull the needle
I
first,
had
right?
some diabetics would shoot their insulin through their pants.
Oh, no
Why?
way. Because they don't want to take
they
their drop.
They just
They don't want to take
Lazy?
their pants off?
Just lazy.
Just lazy, yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's
Does that-
something I would do eventually.
I know. You and your possum-filled vagina, you'd be...
All right. Drew is...
Scream a lot so you can
yeah, I
really
already
scare
got
her.
the smallpox.
I can see there's some possums crawling around on his chest.
That's it?
That's it.
Jeez,
Look at that.
You barely screwed that one up. All right, so now what does that mean? I can eat stuff off the floor now?
Yeah. Well, more than usual.
Good.
We got Ann come in here and get hers too.
Oh, please.
Come on in, next victim.
It's not painful enough, Ann. Yeah, sit down, Ann. You don't need to do this on the air. Drew, we need to hear her scream. That wasn't bad. Dana?
Hi.
Thank you. You're 17. What's up?
Hey, I have a question for Fuel.
Oh,
There they are.
Hey, Brett, I think that you have got to be probably like the sexiest guy alive, next to Adam, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Adam's a pretty sexy guy.
Puts you in
I
interesting,
can understand
interesting group.
But the thing, I don't think Brett has a hairy butt.
Hey, that's even better.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that, first of all, you guys helped me get through a really hard time in life. Your CDs and like your lyrics and everything, like I really related to it and helped me get through a lot. I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, my question is for you, Brett. Is it difficult to kind of get motivated to sing like lyrics that aren't really yours? Like I know Carl writes most of them. How do you kind of get the inspiration to sing them?
Well, I think it all goes back to growing up and listening to all the music that I've loved in my lifetime, and I think that anyone who is a music fan, when they listen to music, they soak in the music and the lyrics of whatever songs they're listening to, and they kind of incorporate them in their own lives, and they take from the songs what they feel they need to, and it helps as a listener and as a fan of the music to kind of relate to it and just to search yourself, and give your own interpretation of what it's about, and that's kind of what I do,
Make it your own.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah?
But you sing songs that whose lyrics you didn't compose all the time, right?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
Fuel
all right.
songs, but no.
Well, there you go. How do you do that?
Oh, see, I just, like, I don't have the kind of passion he has for it. Like, when I hear him sing, it's like, it gets, like, straight to, like, my bones, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have the songs that I do, and then that I've written and stuff, and Carl has his, you know, and Carl gives me what he composes and stuff, and I just, Carl and I, we don't discuss what his feelings and thoughts were as the song was being written, and I take it and decipher it for myself, and basically give my own interpretation, and it gives myself more meaning to the song, you know, whether it's whether the song whether what I feel the song is about, it could be completely different from what the song actually means, but yet it is what it is to me.
It reminds me of when I was in the 6th grade and my buddy Steve Hughes was taking the song Taking Care of Business by BTO and singing Taking Care of Pistons. And to him, it was a song about automotive maintenance.
There you go.
And to Randy Bachman, it was about something completely different. But that's the beauty of music.
There you go.
Thank you. Amara? Hello?
Sleeping?
Possibly.
Hear her there? We hear her there.
Put her back on hold. Annabelle?
Yeah.
You're 16. What's up?
Last weekend my boyfriend broke up with me on our 6-month anniversary on the date.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I still want to be friends and stuff like that. Sure. And I was like, okay, I want that too, but it's going to take me a while. And he was like, that's fine, however long it takes you. The next day, his friend called me, and he was, like, comforting me, and he was like, I'm so sorry and all that. And then he was like, I have to tell you, he cheated on you twice while you were gone during the summer and at a party 3 weeks ago.
Who is this friend you were talking to?
It was actually my ex-boyfriend's, like, really good friend from school that I was kind of friends with also.
Benedict Arnold.
Yeah, we see what's going on here. First of all, he's not comforting you for your comfort.
Yeah.
No.
He's comforting you because he wants to get some loving on.
That's right.
He's been your friend because he's been hanging around waiting on the sidelines for the opportunity to dash.
And the truth is, he's a rat.
Yeah.
He's a rat.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking.
Did you like my use of Benedict Arnold, though?
Yes.
I don't think that's been used in about 4 years.
Right? 70s.
Round of applause on that.
A lot of you kids don't know who Benedict Arnold is.
We'd go to rat because otherwise, if you
more Benedict Arnold's humor.
What?
Yeah. Annabelle, you know who Benedict Arnold is?
Yeah, she has him for breakfast.
All right. Eggs. All right, baby. So now, do you like this guy who was comforting you?
No, not at all.
All right.
Well, just be careful.
He was nice and all that, like when we're going out, and he was really chill to hang out with. But like now, it just kind of disturbed me, and I don't know really who to believe. Like Fred. Well,
I mean, your boyfriend may have done it.
Oh yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? But this guy's look, we've all been the comforting guy.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we can all relate to what's going on here. Everybody has ulterior motives. Just watch your back.
He did it, but your boyfriend broke up with you, and that's what he should have done.
Yes.
And don't worry about the order of things. The bottom line is here's what everyone likes to do. Somebody breaks up with you, and you go, it's not that they broke up with me, it's how they did it, or it's not that they cheated, it's that they lied. No, you're hurt that the relationship is over and that they dumped on you. And women and men do this too. You spend a whole bunch of time racking your brain trying to put things in the right order. Well, wait a minute, he cheated on Tuesday, and then he broke up on Friday. And
then I got to go back and talk to him about this.
Yeah, I got to confront him.
Now you're dancing.
That's
again.
just another excuse to get back and stir things up and dance more with the person.
It's over.
It's over.
At least he gave you the chance to move on and
That's right.
I was married for 6 years, and I've been separated now for going over a year, and my wife and I are actually best friends now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a kid?
No.
Wow. See, I would assume maybe you had a kid, and that's what kept you guys.
Adam would never be best friends with a woman. Period. See, that's why he's
we just
questioning that. Right.
So let him be your friend. You know what I mean? Like, take the time. My wife needed time to heal.
Yeah, but she's angry at him now. So
be pissed.
Leave him alone.
No, be pissed. Don't worry about him now. If he calls you now, flipping the bird, hang up.
Right.
Yeah, be pissed. He screwed up. He knew it, and he gave you the chance to get out.
Yeah.
Right. But don't call him and try to get satisfaction.
Right.
It's never going to work.
And his other thoughts you were thinking about his other friends, you should move on with that.
Right. Oh, but imagine, she's going to call him, and she's going to tell him who she heard this information from, and boy, this is going to be good.
There goes the end of my Fuel records on that stereo.
Amara?
Hi.
What's up?
I have a question for you about the story that I'm writing.
Alrighty. Is it about the girl who fell asleep on hold?
Yeah, no, it isn't.
It's a parable. Yes.
I felt like this girl, she was born and pretty much raised to most of elementary school in this small little farming town, and then she gets put into like this big story, like cities kind of thing.
What are you writing this story for?
Oh well, just because I'm trying to get some extra credit on it, pretty much.
Okay, for like English class?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need an ending?
Yeah, because like all this bad stuff happens to her, like
At the high school.
Like,
at the new big school.
Yeah, like she wants to be a psychological profiler and all this stuff, and she's gotten to the point where she's getting ready to go to college. I don't know like how many years or something she would want to go, and like what school.
Right. Well, Drew, you got a big ending for this?
Make it a happy one.
What is I understand what the question is. What school?
She should go on to be on the dean's list and kick everybody's butt.
She saves a litter of drowning
Have her
puppies
go
or something.
to University of Ohio.
Okay.
All right. And then give it a Carrie, like prom.
And then
type
she has to
ending,
go to 4 years of graduate school, and then she has to do 4 years of clinical work after that.
All right. And then
we're
after...
talking about 12 years after your...
But here...
And then she marries Bill Gates and never has to worry about any of the stuff she just did.
But after all that, she then wakes up. We do one of those dream things where it turned out it was all a dream. And it's her alarm going off.
And she lives in
the
a gutter.
morning. And she lives in the gutter. All right. Okay, Mer. Good times, baby. See, this is why I didn't write when I was in high school. I realized I had no thoughts. Why try to write?
And then I met my possum.
Yeah, he moved into my vaginal den and started
I can
a
just
family.
picture the tail squiggling out.
Why leave home? I got possum
tail.
stimulation.
Hey, I saw a giant. Well, actually, all possums seem like giant possums because they look like giant rats.
Yeah.
But you start with the word giant, and then you figure it out, and you put the word possum at the end of it. But they're all about the same size. But they look too big.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain animals that seem too big and some that seem too small. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, there's certain bears that could be bigger.
I bet you just started something here. You don't even know this. I'm
Armadillos,
gonna have all my friends now.
Armadillos are too big. They should be small.
Right.
Armadillos should be
big.
small, and possums should be small.
I'm gonna have all my friends walking around and going, man, I bet she's got a nice possum. It's gonna happen.
Now, what is too small?
What animals are too small? I don't know. Do you guys know?
shrew.
The shrew too small?
Shrew's pretty small.
Well, there's some North American animals that are too small. Skunks are too small when you see them sometimes.
Moles are small.
No, they look like what they are.
Keep them small.
There's certain things that look small, like wolverines look like they should be bear size, but
Right, they're really tiny,
they're really small
voracious
dog
animals.
size.
Yeah.
Coyotes are small. They should be bigger.
Not
Not
in
like
our
a
area. We have
chipmunk
big
or
ones.
something.
We
No,
have big
they're not
ones.
big. They're scrawny.
Little
They should be
scrawny
bigger.
with a big.
How about a weasel?
That's a good one.
A ferret could be a little bigger.
Ferret could be big.
Ferret could be otter
Oh,
size.
here's what the mongoose.
Mongoose could be bigger too.
They,
That could
they
be
got
bigger.
that really mean.
Mongoose would take over
attitude
the
about
world
I
if
have
it
a
was
question.
another
Where are we
10
going
pounds.
with all this?
I don't know, but
Okay.
the point is,
is wonderful.
I saw a possum in my backyard, and Jimmy thought it was a giant rat. Because he's from Vegas, so he doesn't know anything.
Does he go, hey, you got a rat in the backyard. That's
Yeah,
a
he
big
did.
rat. I
Did he
saw
freak
that
out?
rat.
Did he freak
Yeah,
out?
because it just looks like a giant rat walking.
Look at that. I looked at him and put some light on his eyes, lit up and everything.
Did he go nuts?
Yeah. You know what could be smaller, too, is nutria, which are those crazy rat things that are in New Orleans that are eating New Orleans. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'd heard about this. I've never seen
What?
one.
I'm going to
heading
tell you
there.
guys, Fuel is here tonight. I'm going to tell you all about this nutria.
Yes, please let us know because we're on our way to New Orleans.
Oh, this is good, yeah. When we come back.
All right.
LoveLine, back in a minute.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Drew. Brett and Kevin are both here from Fuel.
What's up?
We're having a spirited conversation about what should be bigger and what should be smaller.
I should be bigger.
My penis should be bigger.
Naturally.
We left this off our last break. We decided that, it started with possums, and I decided the possums really should be smaller than they are. They look way too big. Koala bear could be bigger. Drew suggested the scorpion could be smaller. Some of the scorpions get really big. Yeah. And they're
like hand size, aren't they?
Yeah.
Even bigger sometimes, and they look like they're insects. You know, they should be smaller. Alligators could be smaller. I mean, they're like lizards.
I'll tell you, on the Aerosmith tour, though, we had one of the crew guys got stung by a scorpion.
Oh, wow.
Really?
On the loadout? Yeah, he leaned up against the wall. Right on! He leaned up against the wall and got whacked in the arm.
Wow.
And at first he was like, ow. He just thought he hit like a piece of like copper wire or something.
Right.
It stuck him. And he was like, shit.
Oh, watch the S word.
He did that thing again.
Right.
And he just kept wrapping up the cable. And one of the other guys looked at his foot and he's like, dude, there's a scorpion by your foot.
Oh, and it was.
And that was the one that tagged him. Yeah, so they actually, one of the guys stepped on it and they laminated it. And he wore it on his laminate, but he was really sick, man. He got really sick.
Wow. It was funny because I was saying that's rock and roll, getting stung by the scorpion, and there it is on his laminate. Anyway, catfish could be smaller, the ones that weigh 300 or 400 pounds. Groupers could be smaller, the 300-400 pound ones. And then the nutria. And I'll be real fast so it doesn't turn to a nature show. But the guy who like invented Tabasco sauce in New Orleans imported these things. I'm going to butcher this a little bit around the turn of the century because he wanted to use their coats. They're really cheap. They make fur coats out of these nutrias, which are like giant rats that just breed like crazy. And then apparently some typhoon blew in, knocked over all the cages, and now all these nutria were loose in New Orleans, and they just chew away everything, and trees fall over and bridges come down, and they're just this huge mess. And so they put a bounty on them, and it's like $1 a nutria, and these guys drive around with these flatbed trucks with 500 piled up in the back, and they're all in the swamplands and the backlands and
Billy and
eating
Bob
everything.
And Jed and
so they're like crazy big rats that
family.
just chew everything.
This is a rat that's maybe almost the size of a possum.
Yes, this is almost a possum-sized rat. That's right. Okay, shall we keep moving here? Yeah. All right. Asians could be bigger. Rachel?
Yeah?
They're not so dangerous, the Asians. I wouldn't mind them being a little huskier set, a little stockier Asian. I wouldn't be scared.
I'm half Asian.
All right.
Oh,
and then
sorry. How tall are you?
Are you small?
No, I'm 5'7".
Wow. See? All right.
The Asian
Your
right
wish.
there.
Your wish. Boom. Like that.
Recruit you for my new program.
Who's number one?
I'm gonna mate you with a possum. What's up?
I snuck out to go see Fuel in San Jose.
Woohoo!
Or actually like a week ago, and my mom wants to kick me out of the house.
Uh-oh. Is Mom around?
Is your mom there?
Fuel wants to talk to her?
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want you guys to talk to her. I'm really nervous right now because Fuel's my favorite band.
Okay. Well,
what else?
Why wouldn't she let you go to the show?
Because she says there's going to be sex and drugs.
This can't.
Well, that goes for any rock show.
This can't be your first sort of conflict with your mom, right? This has been going on for a little while here.
Not like this, but I have had problems with my mom in the past.
And what's the problem?
She doesn't really try to understand what's going on with me and my brother too. Like she doesn't give us that much attention.
Where's your dad?
My mom's divorced with my dad, but my dad's sort of abusive.
Okay. I see.
Where's my bourbon?
What's he do?
He's a truck driver.
Oh, that's always bad. Always bad. Drew, isn't it always bad?
Seems to be.
Okay, so he's out of the way though. At least he's not around, right?
Okay, but in all honesty, you have to talk to your mother too, and you have to let her know that by her trying to shelter you like that doesn't mean that.
Well, for a 14-year-old though to go out to a rock concert by herself.
By herself, that could be. I don't know. We have lots of 14-year-olds there. I mean, our shows are not.
There was probably not the Fuel as much as it was the
rock and roll
defiance.
attitude.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She told her to stay in, and she
could have been
defied
going to
her.
a Backstreet Boy concert. And
Right.
Still.
You know.
No, I don't listen to Backstreet Boys.
Well, I'm using
good.
that as an example.
Hypothetically.
But you do, in all honesty, you have a whole lifetime ahead of you. So it's really the more conflict you just cause with your mom, it's not going to make things better either.
Is your mother very religious? Is she trying to shelter you from reality and try to teach you the way of the Bible?
Not
Is that
religious at all.
Okay. Hey, Rachel, though, here's the deal, because then we got to go. But because we care, but only so much. Your dad's the idiot. He was an abusive guy. He was probably abusive to your mom, and he's out of the picture. Now your mom is saddled with the burden of raising a couple of kids. And I know you're angry, and I know you're hurt, and I know there's a lot of feelings running around in you, and a lot of them meant for your deadbeat abusive dad. But mom's getting the brunt of this because you're living with her. Do you think you can just say to your mom, listen, I love you. I know it's tough, and I know we have our arguments, but I'm going to try real hard to respect you and make things as easy as I can around here, because it's a tough time, that few years between 14 and the time you leave the house, especially with girls, and everyone's really rebellious. But you guys have the same mission, which is getting through the next few years without anyone dying or getting hooked on heroin.
Exactly.
And one of you is going to have to just step up and say, look, I'm your daughter. I love you. I'm sorry I defied you. Let's just keep open and talk about things.
And actually, the cooler you are with her, she'll probably be more apt to let you do some things, like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So, like, if you give a little bit too, your mom, like, so if you don't try to see every concert, see every this, and once in a while, and save it for those special occasions, and then go, look, Mom, I didn't go to this concert, I didn't go to this concert, I was really wondering if I could go to the Fuel Show.
Right.
And and even ask her, say, Mom, I'd be really honored if you went with me.
Are you into sex and drugs and stuff like that? Does she have a reason to be nervous about you going to places like that?
I'm not really interested in any of those.
All right. Yeah, give it 3 weeks.
Well, ask your mom to go to the show with you sometime. Just say I'd really just like, let's make it mom and daughter night, and let's go. Let me show you what it's about, Mom.
Yeah, tell me you'd like to catch Fuel in New Orleans.
Can I ask you a really quick question?
Yeah. Hurry.
Okay, Brett, there is this girl in the audience who gave you the picture. I was just, like, wondering what you thought of it.
Picture of what?
You. She had drawn a picture of you.
Where?
What city?
Oh, like a bunch of different photo pictures. Oh, I thought it was great. Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. You
I
did.
saw you showed to Kevin, and I was really embarrassed.
No, I thought it was great.
Okay.
You did a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel. Mind your mom. Listen, don't. I had the same pain in the ass sister. Chicks are a big handful. Guys are their own kind of trouble, but I think women are even more so. At
I'm
like
so
14,
afraid to have
15.
children. Have a daughter.
Oh, my mom, my sister, big pain in the ass. Still hate them. Tim?
Yes?
You're 32?
Yes.
Let's see. You were molested as a kid.
Yep.
Now you're attracted to young girls. How young?
Mid-teenagers.
How old were you when you were molested?
15.
So you're right. That's right in your wheelhouse. That's right when that happened to you, right?
Yeah.
Was it done? Were you molested by a woman?
By a man, and my interest is in teenage boys.
Oh, teenage boys.
Yeah.
Now it's making sense. I thought you wanted teenage women.
Yeah.
All right. Can you not do this?
I cannot do this. I can't live with myself if I did.
Yeah. Well, you need to get this treated. An effective way for this to be treated is through
jumper cables.
No, the prism of sexual compulsion, sexual addictions. There are some really good programs out there that have had decent success with this, and it's nice that you're calling us before you actually harm someone.
So what should he do?
SA. You might try. There's a Del Amo Treatment Center in Torrance, California, that might be able to give you some referrals up your area. I don't have any offhand, but
what's the name of it?
Del Amo Treatment Center.
Okay, are we on the air right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
In Torrance.
Hey, listen, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what happened. You growing up. You're a smart enough guy to know that innocent people don't deserve the same pain that you had when you were growing up, and that gives us hope.
Okay.
And really, if we could eliminate this, if the people who were the victims did not become the perpetrators, if they were like Tim, if they said, look, I had somebody hurt me, now I have these confusing feelings and these urges, but I'm not going to hurt somebody else, I'm going to act on it, and I'm going to go get myself some help instead of screwing with somebody.
He took a big step.
Yeah. Right.
That's a big step tonight is you're already recognizing that you feel you have a very, very large problem. So
and it's a big problem, but if it was that big, you probably would have done something horrible by now at age 32.
He didn't say
he said he hadn't.
Yeah,
he said he couldn't live with himself if he did. So get yourself some help so you can live with yourself. Fuel's here, and we'll take a break.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready. Ready.
Now I got I've cornered myself, Drew, because I'm forced to sing along with System of a Down every single night.
You have to. You can't. It's like I can't appreciate the song
Yeah.
without your.
And yet you have another career option.
chanting.
You have another
Yeah.
career option now.
Yeah, singing for System of a Down. Yeah, now I'll be driving in my car alone and this song will come on. I'll be checking it. People, yeah, guy next to me thinks I have Tourette's or something. Fuel is here. Mugga. I think I could do backup. Play like the tambourine or that hollowed out serrated fish. Do they have one of those?
They must.
System of a Down?
They have to.
I drag the number 2 pencil across it and
They
then pop
break
it
one
again.
every concert. They're punk, man.
I'd like to see that hollowed out serrated fish instrument.
Or how about the little thing that you twist?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Kebasa.
All that good stuff comes from Mexico because they don't have like a Stradivarius over there. They got the fish that's hollowed out. They got to drag the chopstick across it. Oh no, they always painted the front up like a fish, didn't they, Drew?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, all right. So they got that Nutrien Benedict Arnold.
There we go.
Learned about tonight. We're gonna hear another song from Fuel in just a couple of few. Jay.
Yeah.
You're 25.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
I was diagnosed with ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
And my doctor put me on Zoloft.
Yeah.
And now my fiance wants to leave me because I can't. It just doesn't work
All
anymore.
right, listen, that's sort of not acceptable in terms of the side effects of the Zoloft. You need to talk to your doctor. The inability to have a quality relationship and to have physical intimacy is not healthy. And that can impair your mental health as much as anything else. And you shouldn't have to suffer through that because of a side effect of medication. Particularly for ADHD, there's lots of choices out there. And just get back to your doctor. Make sure he or she is someone who is skilled at treating ADD, ADHD, and has treated a lot of it, and is a psychiatrist or a mental health professional and has some expertise in that area. And then get going. This is not right. This is not okay.
But if your fiance wants to leave you, it may be more than this.
Maybe an excuse.
Right. You may want to look into that.
How was your relationship prior?
I thought it was good.
Right. But guys always think it's good.
Yeah, because we walk around going, it's good.
I thought my relationship was good with a chick who'd moved out. Well, I thought it was good.
While he was helping her move into her new place.
I showed up. I got back from Hawaii, bought her this gecko T-shirt, and she was gone. And I was like, I thought everything.
I think it was
was
maybe it was the gecko.
Did you use the shirt to wax your car then?
I did use the shirt. I cut the sleeves off as sort of a rebellious move.
Mom, I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you, Mom.
How long have you been seeing this girl?
About 5 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, my doctor even offered me Viagra, but
No, what kind of doctor is this?
he's a
Dr. Bombay.
It's a regular doctor.
No, you need you need someone who is a mental health professional, psychiatrist. That's ridiculous.
He's just throwing prescriptions at this guy left and right.
Well, he may have some idea what he's doing, but this is not working. So,
Julie?
Hi.
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, about like 9 months ago, I started dating my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
And we broke up, we were engaged. We broke up 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And it was because he's found this girl. He says has more in common with him than we did.
Right.
How long were you together with him?
9
months.
All
right.
And you were getting married until all of a sudden, pow, he's gone?
Yeah, I called him one night, and he's telling me, oh, we should be just be friends, and...
All right, so what's the question? He's done. He's over. It wasn't what he thought it was.
And now I'm sort of being friends with his best friend, this guy Robert.
Yeah.
And
This is the night of the...
We've heard this
Yeah,
before.
the friends waiting on the sidelines to
We've
pounce.
heard this before.
Robert Arnold?
Yeah, he's been sitting on
Robert Benedict Arnold?
Wait, was Benedict Arnold, was Benedict the guy's first name?
Yeah,
Or is,
yes.
Oh, so it'd be Arnold.
Will the real Benedict Arnold please stand up?
You think he was related to Tom Arnold?
Oh, yeah.
He's probably a little thinner.
Yeah. So, Julie, yeah, and you like his friend now?
Yeah, Yeah, we were ex-boyfriend Ryan and I. We were engaged for like 9 months.
Right.
And now he's getting close to the same way, close to this girl the same way we were. They're going to get married now, and she's going to move in with him, and
Oh, wait a minute.
He's only been seeing her 2 weeks.
something like that.
All right, just count your blessings. You're away from this guy.
Yeah.
This is not a healthy guy.
And you know, in all honesty, on my end of it is, I think 19's too young to get married.
Oh,
anyway.
yes.
I think you have a
Should
whole
live a
life.
little.
Have a whole life ahead of you, kiddo.
Go out and sow your oats.
Just count your
Right.
blessings. This is a guy who doesn't know what he wants. At any port in the storm, he fuses with, and it becomes an idealized relationship that's not based in reality.
Probably would have been in a real ugly marriage anyway.
I was going to say, this is the kind of guy that will have to have lots and lots of these idealized, arousing relationships.
Yeah.
He's very indecisive.
And you would have been probably hurt over and over and over again. And it sounds like you're a real nice girl. You probably would have hung in your marriage, taken all the hits for this guy.
Yeah, I have been.
Well, don't do it
Forget it.
anymore.
No.
That's
Why?
enough.
Stay single for a while. Go out and enjoy yourself.
Roll off and hit Benedict.
Read a book called Codependent No More.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Julie, just forget about this guy and take up with his friend. Why not?
Yeah, and I call him like every so often, and he's like, "What? He's not here." And I still want to be my ex's friend, but
Don't worry about it.
No, you
Shake
don't,
it off.
You don't want to be his friend.
Shake it off.
You want to get back in with him.
You want to have contact with him.
Yeah, that's
no.
My
he's
God,
gonna- he's going to burn you.
Does it ever happen where somebody really needs to be friends with somebody 4 weeks after they break up?
Women are a little more, I think, healthy that way. They don't like to have the loss of the person. The man,
Right.
the whole thing is like, oh, fuck, get me out of here. And also feels a little guilty and ashamed. He doesn't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Women are much healthier. It's like, hey, this is somebody I cared about. I don't want to lose that person from my life.
Right.
I know, but how often? Does it ever work out? And
No,
are you
they-
friends with anybody you've dated? And your wife wouldn't let you do that now anyway.
Guys just think of all the guilt-free sex I can have now with all the other girls.
Right. And then they get into a little maintenance program with the ex. So it's a disaster. Just walk away. Thank you. Jay?
Yeah.
Jay, you had a follow-up question?
25?
I had two more questions, actually.
All right, let's finish with Jay.
First question was, I have a friend of mine, he was trying to get me to use like a steroid or growth hormone, and he said that would help.
Jay,
And then-
please,
and then-
please,
Yeah.
please,
Please
don't
do
do
that.
that.
Oh.
Do not do that. That is ridiculous.
Would it kill me? If I mean...
Listen, you're going... are you doing drugs or alcohol or something also?
No, just on the Zoloft, that's why.
You don't take any drugs, you don't drink a lot?
Well, I did steroids before.
All right, well, that may be why you're having the problems you're having.
Okay.
Okay, steroids, and by the way, there's a tremendous cross-addiction with steroids and other stimulants. You have a history with speed or cocaine or anything?
No, just the growth hormone.
All right. This has nothing but adverse effects on your body, and lots of them.
Well,
I've
didn't-
seen,
didn't you
and,
tell-
and mood disturbances are one of the more common problems we see from steroids.
Yeah.
Were we
So-
talking to Jay before?
Yeah. He
All right.
didn't finish with us. He wanted
Yeah,
to,
we're done.
All right, what was the other question?
The other one was...
goodbye.
How do I tell if the doctor is qualified?
You ask it for a psychiatry consultation. You want to see a psychiatrist.
He did send me to one, and
All right, then
then
you
he
go.
sent me back to my physician.
All right, then you go back. You go back to that psychiatrist and say this isn't working. This is not good.
Right.
Okay.
Second opinion time.
And you tell them about the steroids. You tell them about the steroids. That's important information.
And don't see anyone in the city of Whittier. It's not a great. It's not the cradle of mental health over there, Whittier. True. What psychiatrist worth his weight in salt would be
They
in
must be
Whittier?
sorry, Whittier, sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You'd think they'd probably need a lot of them there, though.
They're just driving down that avenue of cars.
I know, but that's the thing. You go to Whittier when you need some a good port job done on the heads of your Boss 302. You don't go to Whittier for mental health. Nate?
Yeah.
You're 19?
Yep.
What's up?
I just got a question for Fuel.
Here they are.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are great. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And Dr. Drew, my favorite part of the show is when you just chime in and say, "You're gay." I think that's a lot of fun.
You're gay.
There he goes.
Thanks. That's great.
That's actually Anderson chiming in. That's not me.
Well,
Just you using my
It is
voice. I
his.
think
That would be
using
a
my
proper-
voice.
It's a sample there, bro.
Right.
You're fat. Yeah, you're fat. You're gay.
Okay. Which question?
yeah,
You're
my
lesbian.
question is,
You're lesbian.
what's the motivation behind hemorrhage in my hands? Like, what's it really mean? What's it about?
It's actually Carl wrote the song about his grandmother, who got diagnosed with cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and when Carl's mom had come to Carl to tell him the look in her face was something Carl couldn't really explain. And it kind of haunted him.
Wow.
And that, and then, you know, and she was on her deathbed, you know, and she just looked at his mother and looked at him and just said, "How do you die?" You know, and words like that are just so can really leave a large lump in your throat, you know, and so it's it spawned.
I mean, imagine one of your parents looking at you going, "Hey, man, how do you die?"
Yeah.
You know, because she was in so much pain.
It's a tough thing.
How do you die, or help me die?
No, she said, "How do you die?"
How do you die?
She just wanted, you know, she was just like, "How do you die?" She just didn't want. She had no will to live anymore. So, if you really dig through the song and tear it up, you'll get it now. You'll see it.
Well, it's one of those things, you know, it's inevitable, you know, but you're sitting there waiting, you know, and it's a hard thing.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that, because that's the next song we're going to hear. So
Oh, good.
It'll be a good time for everyone to turn it up and examine it.
Dissect it.
Right. All right, Nate. Thanks for the
Nate.
question. And here it is, Hemorrhage in My Hands.
Memories are just where you lay down. Drag the waters to the depths, give up that dead. What did you expect to find? Was it something you left behind? Don't you remember anything I said when I said, don't fall away, leave me to myself, don't fall away, and leave life bleeding in my hands again. Leave life bleeding in my hands, life bleeding.
Wow, that sounded great. And the story before really gave it a poignancy. I just left the headphones on and cranked it up for that.
There you go.
Wow, it sounded
Yeah, it was
great.
kind of rude, in fact, we were talking to you.
Yeah, I was rocking, and I was looking down at the lyrics and reading along and hearing the headphones, and there's nothing. I mean, Drew, you don't do this too much, but we pipe it in over the speakers in here. But
Yeah.
there's something about the headphones that
You get the stereo imaging, you know.
much more intimate environment in your own head with those stereo phones are. Oh yeah, headphones or cans, I like to call them. Actually, you're right.
You're pro.
Thank you. All right, where are we here? Tracy,
Hi.
what's up?
Okay. I took birth control for about 4 years, and I just recently switched to an IUD.
Mm-hmm.
And before I was on birth control, I had irregular periods, and now I'm starting to have irregular periods again, and it really sucks.
Well, that's what your cycles normally are. You're irregular. Unless
Yeah,
you
but
take over with the pill, you're going to be irregular.
There's no other thing other than the pill to.
You could take Depo-Provera and get rid of your cycles altogether.
How healthy is that?
It seems okay. We don't, you know.
The other one,
I don't like that because lots of side effects from it.
See, yeah, that's because that's what I heard. That's
The other one, is it the
friend.
shot? Is that what the other
shot?
Yeah, and it just completely eliminates the.
Well, it's not the period. I mean, even nowadays they're advocating that women take the pills continuously and don't menstruate at all. I mean, you can do that also, and that's
I heard about that as well.
apparently pretty healthy. But
What's the Norplant do to you? Does that take away your period? Drew?
you know, I still think you menstruate on the Norplant. I believe.
I didn't.
My doctor said it was unhealthy to take.
But I ate
the
it, so I
pill.
may have screwed that up.
Right.
To take what?
To take the pill so that you didn't take the sugar pills.
Yeah, that's
It's really unhealthy to do that.
well. Is she a gynecologist?
No, he's not.
Most gynecologists would say that's an okay thing to do, but it's something open for debate.
Okay.
Okay, but the Depo-Provera shot would take your periods away. But did you say you have
take a shot every 3 months?
right? You said you have an IUD in though, right?
Yeah.
So you're done. That's it for contraception. You don't need anything else.
So, but
What-
there's still like a chance, and every time now that my periods are irregular.
No, Tracy. No. That's ridiculous. That you have an IUD, you're fine. What is it about the irregular periods that bothers you so much?
Tracy?
Yeah.
What is that?
Because she never knows when they're coming, and she can't
What
make
is
plans,
it,
right?
What is it that bothers you so much about the irregular periods?
I don't want children.
You're not going to have them. You have an IUD in. You're fine.
Really?
That is an extremely effective contraception.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
That's fine. Relax.
Good times.
Thank you.
Yeah, relax.
I had my possum on Norplant.
I was going to say, nobody likes a bloody possum.
Your possum.
Bloody Possum. That'd be a good name for a band.
Oh, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bloody Possum!
Thank you.
It's great to be here. Travelled all the way over. Coat's a little rough.
I was sitting in my comedy office today, and I don't know why we were talking. We were working on something. We were making up bands, hard edge bands that didn't exist, and someone came up with Hate Plow. And I thought,
That's
wow,
pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's a good tough name for a band.
Yeah.
Hate
That's
Plow.
something I might just call a grudge. Never mind.
You'd see like Hate Plow, Bloody Possum, and Narthex. All like on the same Narthex.
Special guest Queef.
I always thought Crushed Baby Ducks was good.
Yeah, but it's where it end up getting abbreviated and shortened.
Yeah.
Whereas, although Hate Plow probably turn HP. Yeah. Hey, Kim,
Yes.
you're 20.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Hi, hi, Brett and Kevin.
Hello.
I'm
Hey.
a big Fuel fan.
Big Fool fan, yeah.
Yes, and I saw you guys play at the Whiskey last December. I went to the show by myself because I loved Hemorrhage. And I just sit in the corner and watch you guys and absolutely fell in love, and I've seen you guys 7 times since then.
Thank you.
I saw you at the Universal City Walk appearance last January or whenever it was, and was able to get a picture with you guys.
Yep.
And since then, at all your appearances and concerts, I haven't been able to be able to meet you guys and get like anything signed because I wasn't prepared that time. So I was just wondering, I was at the 2 shows in LA last night and Saturday night, and you guys were unbelievable.
So your question is, how can you get to us to get us?
I'm going to be at the House of Blues on on Wednesday, and
I don't understand. We couldn't have been any more accessible, so unless you were hiding in the closet.
well, we hung around for a long time. We actually had some friends that said they were going to be able to go backstage, and we stayed there forever, and nothing happened. And
Well, we had huge meet and greets before the show. We had after-show parties with Nescafe.
Well, what about
I mean, we couldn't have been any more
the boys
accessible.
from Hate Plow and Bloody Possum were there hanging
Yeah.
out. So
I
what?
was wondering, like, on Wednesday, I'm going to be there, and, like, where should I go? What should I do? Because when I was there at the House of Blues in L.A.,
Baby, you always got to hang out by the buses or the limo.
I tell you what,
Come on.
after we're done talking, stay on the line, and then we'll get your information and stuff. We'll put you on the list, and you can come back and meet us at the meet and greet and stuff.
Oh boy,
How's
Thanks,
that?
Jim.
that would be awesome.
All right, so somebody will take your
All right.
information.
Are you going alone again? Okay, good. Because it's hardcore and it's a real compliment. But I could never go to. Would you imagine going to a concert alone? I can't eat alone. I can't eat a sandwich alone. Like I can't go down the corner and get a meatball sub unless someone goes with me.
I'm the same way. Like I'll wake up today at the hotel and I'll like call up my basement. You want to go to IHOP?
You know it's funny.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna sit there and eat by my loser.
It's funny when you invest like the first 2 hours in trying to get people to do stuff that would have taken you half an hour.
Yeah.
You're on your 18th phone call. Hey, dude, I know we haven't talked since high school. Oh, hey, Adam Carolla. That's right. We had Mr. Saponzi. Listen, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
You want to eat?
Are you hungry?
You're living in Seattle? Oh.
Well, I'll fly there. We'll go get something to eat.
What are you doing for
How
dinner?
am I going to eat?
Yeah, how am I going to eat?
How about if you just order something and we eat at the same time over the phone?
Right. I'll put you on speakerphone.
Right, we can hear each other chew.
Yeah, but people play chess over the phone.
Right, how's your possum? Okay.
And I'm the same with movies. Movies
that'd be
and
weird.
food, but concert I think would be way at the top of the list of
gotta
things
go
I
with-
just couldn't do alone.
It's really hard to
Gotta go with
mosh by
someone.
yourself. I just
Yeah.
run around a little
All right.
circle.
But that is the dedication of the Fuel fans.
That's awesome.
That's
You
what
never
I
have
mean.
someone
you.
else that can wait in the beer line for you. You know?
Right? Yeah,
Right.
you go wait in the beer line.
Or like
I'm taking a
when
leak.
you got to go to the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. All right. We'll take a little break. We'll be back with Fuel after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Drew. Brett and Kevin are both here from Fuel. Something Like Human is the name of the CD. I appreciate Brett and Kevin, especially Brett, because Brett looks like a Brett. And Kevin looks pretty much like a Kevin, too, but Brett really looks like Brett.
I look like Brett?
It's easier to remember people's names when they look like who they are.
Right.
Good thing my name's not like Iggy or
Sven.
Sven. Or,
Yeah, once in a while you run into that guy who doesn't look like his name and you'll never remember it.
Right.
Because it just doesn't work. It's like you see the guy, there's a list of possible names, and his name is not on it. So how could it be something else? Yeah.
My name's at the top of the list of names I do look like, I guess.
It's in the top 3.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, Brett.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let's. Have you been told that before?
No, that's the first.
But
so.
people are pretty good with your name, right?
I guess.
They don't
yeah,
screw it up
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, considering when he steps out, everybody goes, Brett. They'd probably
Right.
be
Yeah.
him,
Everyone
not
out in
me.
the audience. Right.
Yeah.
Kevin's pretty good.
But they do tell me I sing really well, which amazes me every time I hear it.
Kevin
Even
looks
though he's a
like a
drummer.
Kevin too. Yeah. Jenny,
Yes,
but not as much as Brett does. You're 23.
I'm 23.
What's up?
Well, actually, my long history, I guess, short, sexual abuse, alcoholism, physical abuse, mental abuse,
All
any type of
perfectly
abuse.
natural and perfectly healthy.
Perfectly
We
normal.
should just have like LoveLine call. Yeah,
Abbreviations.
LoveLine caller A, LoveLine caller B.
Right.
Anyway,
Father.
died when I was 12. I have an older sister and an older brother. My older sister had followed after my father and became an alcoholic. She's been recovering for about 10 years. Yay.
Did your dad abuse you? sexually?
Actually, me, I'm not sure about. I haven't really explored that whole aspect. It hasn't really become, I know the baggage is always there, and I'm aware of it. My sister went through more of the psychotherapy and remembers being abused herself.
By him.
By him. Hasn't told me if I was, she was 6 years older than me, though, and so I was pretty young when he died.
All right, so what is it about her?
Okay, about her. She's been married for 5 years, and when she got sober, she was the great one of the family, breaking the cycle. You know, oh, Stacy's so good. Her husband came along, and he was also recovering, had more years than her, and everybody thought he was wonderful. They've been married 5 years. 2.5 years ago, I actually moved away from the family, and she confided in me that he is bisexual.
So what? He's married.
Yeah, he's married, but he is not monogamous.
So he's with guys.
He is with guys, and she knew that
With her
before.
consent or without?
With consent, with guys.
Then what's the problem?
He's bisexual. With her consent?
With her consent.
Well, then, okay.
Okay, but the problem is he's very casual about it. She's never been tested for AIDS at all, and I'm worried about more of a health concern than anything, and I don't know where the actual privacy line lies between my brother and sister, and my mom and I are all very close. My dad's death really brought us together. I mean, we really don't
giant celebration.
Yeah, you rejoiced like the Munchkins did when the house fell on the witch.
Is she having sex with his male partners as well, or
No, she's not. And
No menage a trois going on there?
this came as a total shock
All right.
to me.
Do they have
She
kids?
mentioned it. No, they don't.
Good.
He wants kids.
No, not with this guy.
All right. Here's
Okay.
here's the deal, though. No kids until this guy stabilizes.
Right. Well, I know this, and and I'm married too, and it's been a big concern because her husband, I don't think it's more of a genetic thing with him. He was also sexually abused by a man when he was little.
Right.
And I think that these
Yeah, but
urges or this behavior comes from that.
Of course. Nature or nurture, he's still into the dudes.
Exactly.
And it's going to be hard to talk him out of it.
Exactly. And she has talked to me a couple times and tried to convince me that it doesn't matter when he's with another man. He has, web pages out advertising his sexuality. He'll get calls.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality.
The doctor says
he's doing gay porn as we speak.
Intimacy suffers when he is engaged.
They don't have sex. She has no desire to have sex with him at all.
Listen,
Jenny, first off,
it's a mess.
I don't even know my sister has boobs. I God forbid I should ever have any discussion with her about what her husband's doing to her or not doing to her. I don't even want to know. I don't even
Especially
know
if he was hitting the wrong side of the possum.
Right. Her kids were all delivered C-section. I insisted on that. I did not want the kids tainted by my sister's vagina. So
You'd never be able to kiss him on the forehead, would you?
Yeah, that's right. You're having horrible conversations with your screwed up. Like your sister's sober and she's done some therapy, but she's still a mess. This guy's a world class mess.
Yeah.
And this guy's a disaster.
In fact, Jenny, they're not sober, are they? No way.
They're not practicing the
No way. No way are they
but they're
sober.
sober and they go to meetings.
No way. No
They
way.
gotta be doing something.
They're doing something else. Do they have the prescription
baby.
medication or something?
Did you meet John yet?
Are they taking some prescription medication, Klonopin or Ativan or
No,
something?
they're very adamant. They will not take any prescription medication. They will not. I mean,
He's mainlining semen, though.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, but okay.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
why
Jenny.
Got a lot of
All right.
protein in his diet.
Jenny, two things.
Unless they have a relationship with a sponsor, they're not sober.
Here's the deal. You tell if you have an open dialogue with your sister, you have to say, look, you cannot even begin to think about having kids with this guy. Okay, that's number one. And number two, you can talk to her about the safety issue. But then after that, you got to move on. You're married. You got your own life. That's right.
That's all you can do.
That's right.
I think it's only too long. He'll just say he's full blown.
Yeah, that's right.
He's just going to kick that closet door right open.
Yeah.
It's going to come off the hinges, guys.
Next thing you know, he's borrowing her dresses.
I'm married. I'm on the internet with the gay porn sites. I'm advertising.
Hey,
to guys.
want to have kids?
We're not having sex.
What is that?
This is gay.
What is that?
And by
That's
the way,
bizarre.
bi for guys, unless, maybe if you're Elton John, you can pull it off for a couple of years. But bi for adult males over 30, that's gay. They just don't want to be called old queens.
Right.
So they cling to this bi. I always say that bi is gay with a publicist. And that means it's not popular to just come out and call
You say
yourself gay,
gay.
but that's
Correct.
what you are.
But if you're gay, be gay. See, that's you know what I
It's
have.
just
That's
trying-
the thing is like if you're gonna be gay, be gay.
Right, be gay.
Like, I think it bothers me more is when a guy tries to hide that he's gay.
Well, but
'cause
there is a intermediate stage.
It's when you're confused and you're 19 and you're
Still in
on
denial.
your way
Okay,
to
but
gay.
he's-
But there are
30
people
years old.
also who have need to be with a woman. They feel that impulse as well
Because
but
they can't stand the thought of being gay.
Maybe, but whatever it is, they it's a real impulse, and
Right.
this guy is sort of in there, and it's not fair. He's using this woman.
Right, right. She's a
Just,
complete
she's just
weird.
wasting time.
Right.
Wasting precious years of her life.
Let's talk to Sharmila. Sharmila?
Hi.
Hey. You're.
Is that really your name?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Hi, Kevin.
Do you know Sharmila?
What's up?
Hey. So I have a question. I actually had a
Wait, is Sharmila a punchline for Kevin? Do we know who you are?
Yeah, I was at the concert at in San Francisco.
Hey, what's up?
Uh-oh. That's why I got divorced.
No.
Showed a little Sharma.
So what's going on?
Not much. I had a surprising phone call from my mother. I'm going home for Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
And basically she told me that there's a boy that I'm Indian and she wants to arrange me with someone.
Oh, an arranged marriage.
You're American Indian, or are you Indian?
I'm Indian, American.
Like Bombay,
Wait.
aren't you?
Right.
Right. They don't have arranged marriages in the TP Indians.
Yeah, but she just said I'm Indian, American Indian.
No, not
you were
American Indian.
confused.
She's from Bombay.
Okay.
I think
Right.
she's nervous.
Okay.
Right. All right. And you're saying that it's time for Kevin to step up and
No. No. We had a conversation about
Save
this.
her, Kevin. Save her.
The funny thing is, her and I talked about this because I said to her, like, wow, I know if you're Indian, it's really hard. Like, suppose you were really attracted to an Anglo guy. Like, your parents would be like,
like a drummer, right?
No.
Right.
And she said, yeah, my dad would probably kill you, you know what I mean? Like, or any guy that I brought home because
Right. Is that it?
So that's what, and then here she's calling to
Being
say
set
that
up.
they're arranging a marriage from her. So,
Wow.
man, I'll tell you what, if mom and dad got that much bucks, man, I'm kicking in. Let's go. I'll take the beating.
Are they rich, your parents?
My father's a doctor.
Yeah.
These days, that doesn't mean crap.
Am I right to say, though, hold on, here's my impression of India. You tell me if I'm wrong. I've never been there. One half of the country are MDs and the other half stand barefoot in fecal matter and panhandle. There's no intermediate, there's no blue-collar
middle
Indian
ground.
jobs. Everyone's a doctor or everyone is just incredibly poor.
And it's a very small middle class.
You're right. So, and a lot of the doctors come out here, and that's what your dad did, right?
Right.
Now, he wants you to marry an Indian.
Right.
Right, and you don't want to do it.
You didn't meet this guy yet, right?
No, I haven't met him. That's the whole point.
And you're nervous.
Yeah.
Now, do they want to take you back to India, or you get to stay here in the
Well,
States?
It's not. I mean, I'm not going to listen to them, but it's
Okay. Are you out of the
how
house?
to deal with it. What?
Are you out of the house?
Yeah. I'm living in California now.
And what is it? Well, they're never going to understand this, but when you come and
She's a fashion designer.
I want to. Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Well, I'm in fashion.
in fashion.
What people from other countries have to understand is they come to this country for a reason, and they can't expect to come to this country to sort of involve themselves in our culture and not have our culture involve themselves with their kids.
Right.
You know, you can't have it. You can't have it all ways. You can't come here looking for a better life and then create a little New Delhi in the middle of San Francisco and never have your kid leave it. It's unrealistic. And the reason this country is the greatest country on earth is because we have this diversity and this
freedom of choice.
intermingling, and we have a lot of mutts running around, and they're the healthiest breeds. I mean, the mutt dogs are the ones that
Live forever.
till 18, and the ones that get hit by trucks and then don't even limp, they just walk away. And it's all those inbred little lap dogs that end up having hip replacement at 4 years old and stuff. You got to tell your dad this. You know, Indian's good, but you guys need a little cross pollination over
He's
there.
a doc. You tell him genetic diversity is healthy for a population.
Right.
That's right.
No, I agree. It's just
All right.
All right.
You're
So-
out of the
so
house.
basically,
Stand
you're
your
calling me.
ground.
You want me to call your father?
Sharmila's really your name, huh?
Yeah, she's Indian.
There's a book called A Bad Case of Stripes. You ever heard that book?
No.
no,
No.
The kid's book.
Hey, Shamila, what's the Indian guy's name? Just because it'll be funny.
I think it's Raj.
What is it?
Raj.
Raj, typical
Yeah.
Indian guy name.
Yeah, that's like John.
And hold on, what does Rod do?
Raj.
Raj. Yo, Raj, what's up?
Hey,
Raj,
hey,
what's
hey,
happening?
What's happening?
Hey,
Raj
babe.
Singh.
Okay. Okay, what does he do?
Plays the
Probably a
sitar.
doctor, an engineer, or something. I'd much rather marry a rocker.
Marry a rock. You want to marry a rocker?
You're gonna put your dad in the ground
for sure.
When do you get to
Run
meet
away.
him? Or it's not like you meet him when you walk up the aisle, do you? Is it?
Yeah, they just pop a veil over her face and that's it. Like boom, boom.
Is that what it is? Seriously?
Yeah. How does this arranged marriage work?
Typically it's getting better these days where you get to court for a while.
Right.
And then, eventually marry.
Hmm.
But still, it's like I...
Well, I would say go home and it may work out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You may find a guy really attractive or something. He might have a nice possum.
Might be a stud.
And maybe Raj isn't so hot on it either. I mean, you never look at it from
you
that
guys might
side.
get together on the side and go, look.
Yeah.
Why don't we just tell both our parents to kiss off?
Yeah.
Just wear the nastiest clothing you possibly can have in your
let's
closet.
make it like a sitcom episode from the 70s where you just show up belching and you do this thing where you play the violin real bad and you say, I practice 4 hours a day, every day.
And just tell him you just ate a meal. Just tell him you just ate a meal and the curry's killing you.
Right, belch it up in his face. Okay, listen, I got to tell everybody this. This is the greatest country in the world. And look, I don't want any of our listeners to take offense, but the reason you left whatever dump you came from to come to this great nation of ours is because your country sucked. I mean, just admit it. That's why you're here. There's no getting over that. You know why you can hear my voice and I can't hear the voice of the people who speak on the radio in your country is because you're here and we're not there. So that's fine. We appreciate it. We're glad that you've come to make a contribution to our country. But as far as clinging to the old ways of the old world, the reason that place you left was a dump is because of all those horrible traditions you had.
Stupid
You understand?
laws, dumb
So
rules.
just give them up. You just leave them right at the airport when you get on the plane or on the boat and you come on over. The worst is people that come here and they constantly cling to all this old garbage.
Tradition, yeah.
This tradition.
Where's that at the airport? I don't see that. It should say, please leave tradition here.
Check your tradition here. Thank you. Well,
All right. Thank you, Shamila.
all right. All right. Fuel is here and we'll take a break.
Hello? Who's this?
This is LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, this is Eddie K. Thomas from American Pie, and you're listening to the two smartest people to ever be born, Dr. Drew and Tommy Ferrero.
Thanks, I think. Kevin's in the studio now. I just got off the phone with Tashmina.
Shamila.
Tashmina. Trying to get his dignity back.
No, I didn't lose any dignity.
I think he proposed.
Fuel is here tonight. Brent and Kevin are both in the studio. They'll be at the House of Blues on Wednesday. Not the one up on Sunset, but the one in Orange County, right?
Anaheim.
Oh, Anaheim. That's not in
That's
Orange
Orange
County. Is that
County.
Orange County?
Yeah.
All right. That's good. I was born and bred here, and I'm not sure what's in Orange County. Danny?
Oh, he's sleeping. He is sleeping.
Danny.
Danny's been
Danny's
on
a
hold.
girl. Danny's a girl. That's why we
Right.
can't hear
She's
her
been on
breathing.
hold for 73 minutes.
Wow. He gave up.
All right.
Why does it say won't let
Sorry,
her
Dan.
have a boyfriend?
Danny, if you can hear this.
The question is why won't her mom let her have a boyfriend?
All right. Teresa?
Yeah.
You're 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to Anderson or whoever said that in your ear that it was a chick or a guy. What's up, Teresa? You're 40. You want to know if cyber sex is cheating?
Yeah.
You're married?
Yeah.
What are you doing, or is your husband doing it?
Well, it's actually me.
Okay. And what are you doing?
Well, I talked to a guy on the internet.
Same guy? Same guy?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
About 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I think that most guys would not be particularly disturbed about this. They'd be a little threatened about the fact that it's the same guy, that they'd fantasize that somehow you're going to meet up with this guy.
Do you live close to him?
No.
Have you guys exchanged photos?
Well, he sent me pictures, but I haven't sent him any.
Were they clothed pictures, non-clothed pictures?
Was it actually him?
Well, let's hope so.
Can you tell the airbrushing?
Why haven't you
a
sent
cigarette ad on the back of it?
Why haven't you
Marlboro Man?
Are you attracted to this guy on his photos?
Well, in some ways, yes.
Okay,
Why haven't you sent a picture?
Well, I don't have a digital camera, so that's kind of a problem. But
I see.
you know, the thing is, it's really exciting, and
You're fat.
True, please. Go
I
ahead.
do. I get into it, and I don't feel guilty. But everybody's telling me I should. And
Well, what's up with your marriage? is the
See, that's the
question.
problem. Is it for a man to be doing this? Most women would be disturbed about it. I think most men would not be overwhelmingly bothered by you doing it, although he'd be a little threatened about the fact that it's the same guy over and over again, for fear that you might meet him. But the bigger issue here is what is deficient in your marriage that you feel the need to do this.
Well, I think there's definitely something lacking, but not in that respect. I mean, I think it's emotional.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what doesn't your husband give you that this guy's giving you?
Do you still have
is
sex?
it the attention?
Attention.
Do you still have sex?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think of this guy now?
No.
So when you're with your husband, you're with your husband.
Right.
And it's good? And it's good?
It's all right.
Oh, so the cyber sex is outwinning the actual physical sex.
It is. And you know what? The thing is, it's a lot more exciting than the physical sex.
Do you masturbate?
Do I? Of course.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
good.
don't know.
All right, so hold on. Let me, sorry, I was just shaving.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa.
You've been in my drawer.
Listen, here's the deal. You don't feel real good about this, right?
I could hear some guilt
Right.
there.
So
No, I do, actually.
No, I know you don't feel like you're cheating, but you do feel like there's something up with the relationship that's not going right that you're avoiding.
Right.
And you're putting your energy into this cyber sex instead of into the relationship.
Right.
And maybe it's your husband's fault because he won't put any energy into it. But that's where you got to focus.
You got to get him to respond in ways that you need. And the people that write about this stuff talk about what might be called emotionally significant conversation, and that's what you're getting from across the web. You're not getting from your boyfriend, your husband.
Well, she's getting a
How
release.
long are they married?
Well, who cares? Danny? Yeah? We got to wrap it up here. You're awake, you're 14. You're a girl?
No, I'm a boy.
Oh, you're a boy. Sorry about that. And your girlfriend's mom is, won't let...
girlfriend's mom, I see.
Oh, won't let her, right, won't let your girlfriend do what?
Won't let her actually go out with me. She doesn't want her to.
Is she your girlfriend? Are you sure she is?
Yeah, we've been going out since like 2 or 3 years ago, since junior high, the first year.
So
No.
Why doesn't she like you?
Like, she likes me, it's just that she doesn't want her cousin, because we go to the same school now, her cousin and me, and she doesn't want her cousin to know, so he doesn't tell her mom, so she doesn't get in trouble.
All right, but why doesn't... Okay, so you're... Wait a minute.
Why were you able to date 2 years ago but not now?
No, like, we're still dating, just her mom never knew about it.
And now the mom's getting involved with this?
Yeah, because of her cousin that goes to school with her.
And the mom won't let her have a boyfriend no matter who it is?
Won't let her have a boyfriend until she's 16.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
that's going to be
I think
tough.
you're pretty much screwed.
What if you hung out at her house and got to know her mom a little bit?
Chained yourself to a radiator or something and never left? That's not going to work.
Have you met her mom?
Yeah.
Does her mom like you?
Yeah. Pretty
So why don't you just see if you guys can hang out at their house,
Yeah.
like under parental supervision?
much. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, go over there and go, look, everything's cool. You know, I'm not going to try anything. Just want to hang out. I enjoyed spending time with your daughter, and
Yeah.
we're going to play some backgammon and have at it.
Tell Mom she can smell your fingers before you leave. Hey, that's what...
Yeah, no dipping in the candy dish, man.
That's right.
Over big.
Smell any possum on there, Mom? No, look, you stay with your girlfriend and let your girlfriend whittle away at Mom, too, before you head over
But make
there.
sure,
Soften her up.
Make sure it's cool, like go over for dinner or something.
Buy her mom flowers.
There you go. That's always a good one. Send the mom flowers.
Right. Tell her she doesn't look as fat. We'll be right back. All right, we'll take a break.
All right, guys, bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE, 191. We'll be right back.
Well, that is it. I want to thank Fuel for coming in here and being great. Just delightful.
Thanks for having us. It beats sitting in the room having my hangover there.
Good, real good to see you guys again. Yeah. Best of luck, although it doesn't seem like you're going to need it. And come back anytime you like. We'll do it in a little less than a year. What do you say?
Absolutely. We're down.
All right. Going to be at the Anaheim House of Blues. Yes, this Wednesday. And then
downtown Disney is right.
On tour everywhere. So look for them. Thanks, Fuel. And until next time, it's Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Did your dad abuse you sexually?
Actually, me, I'm not sure about. I haven't really explored that whole...
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.